What's up, cinema lovers, and welcome to another episode of Too High Cinemas. I am your host, SHRIM, and here on Too High Cinemas, I like to give my opinion on some of the most popular pieces of cinema in the world. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a run-through and review of Spider-Man Homecoming, starring Tom Holland, Zendaya, Michael Keaton, Marissa Tomei, and Jacob Batalon. Now let's get into it. Following the battle in New York in 2012, Adrian Toomes and his salvage company are contracted to clean up the city, but their operation is taken over by the Department of Damage Control, DODC, a partnership between Tony Stark and the US government. Enraged at being driven out of business, Toomes persuades his employees to keep the Chitauri technology they have already scavenged and use it to create and sell advanced weapons, including a flying vulture suit Toomes used to steal Chitauri power cells. 8 years later, Peter Parker is drafted into the Avengers by Stark to help with an internal dispute in Berlin, but resumes his studies at the Midtown School of Science and Technology when Stark tells him he is not ready to become a full Avenger. Parker quits his school's academic decathlon team to spend more time focusing on his crime-fighting activities as Spider-Man. His best friend, Ned, eventually discovers his secret identity. Parker comes across Toomes' associates Jackson, Bryce, Shocker, and Herman Schultz, selling weapons to local criminal Aaron Davis. Parker saves Davis before being caught by Toomes in the vulture suit and dropped in a lake. He is rescued by Stark, who is monitoring the Spider-Man suit he gave Peter and warns him against further involvement with the criminals. Toomes accidentally kills Bryce with one of their weapons, and Schultz becomes the new Shocker. Parker and Ned study a weapon Bryce left behind, removing its power cord. When a tracking device on Schultz leads to Maryland, Parker rejoins the decathlon team and accompanies them to Washington, D.C. for their national tournament. Ned and Parker disable the tracker Stark implanted in the Spider-Man suit and unlock its advanced features. Parker tries to stop Toomes from stealing weapons from a DODC truck, but is trapped inside, causing him to miss the decathlon tournament. When he discovers that the power core is an unstable Chitauri grenade, he races to the Washington Monument, where the core explodes and traps Ned and their friends in the elevator. Parker saves them, including the classmate crush, Liz. On that note, don't forget to check out some of our merch options provided by KLB Supply at klbsupply.com. Follow KLB Supply and Too High Cinemas on all social media platforms. Like and subscribe for any updates. And let's get back into it. Days later in New York City, aboard the Staten Island ferry, Parker captures Toomes' new buyer, Mac Gargan, but Toomes escapes and a malfunctioning weapon tears the ferry in half. Stark helps Parker save the passengers and confiscates his suit as punishment for his recklessness. Parker returns to his high school life and asks Liz to go to the homecoming dance with him. On the night of the dance, he discovers that Toomes is Liz's father. Deducing Parker's secret identity, Toomes threatens him. Parker realizes Toomes is planning to hijack a DODC plane transporting weapons from Avengers Tower to the team's new headquarters. He leaves the dance, dons his old homemade Spider-Man suit, and races to Toomes' lair. Though he is ambushed outside by Schultz, he defeats him with Ned's help. Inside, Toomes attacks Parker, destroying the building's support columns, and leaves Parker to die, trapped in the rubble of the collapsed building. Parker escapes and intercepts the plane, steering it to crash on the beach near Coney Island. He and Toomes continues fighting, ending with Parker saving Toomes' life after the damaged vulture suit explodes. Parker leaves Toomes for the police along with the plane's cargo. After her father's arrest, Liz moves away. Parker declines an invitation from Stark to join the Avengers full-time, and Stark proposes to Pepper Potts. Stark also returns the Spider-Man suit to Parker, who puts it on just as his Aunt May walks in. In a mid-credit scene, an incarcerated Gargan approaches Toomes in prison, saying he has heard that the latter knows Spider-Man's real identity, though Toomes denies it. Alright, so my reaction. Alright, this movie was amazing, pun intended. Gave me kind of like Babysitter Club and Ferris Bueller's Day Off meets Marvel feels. Love the villain motivations. We finally get Vulture, Tinkerer, and Shocker in live action. We also get Matt Gargan, Scorpion. We continue to see the effects of the Avengers' decisions on the people they are meant to like save. What else? We don't need, and thankfully didn't get another origin story with the Spider-Bite. We see Peter Parker struggle with how he should use his powers. We also get to see this true strength of Peter in his support system, of his Aunt May, his best friend Ned. We get a better, in my opinion, a better version of Mary Jane. I never really liked Mary Jane in the comics, but I love this Mary Jane. We get an Easter egg to the existence of Miles Morales in the MCU with Aaron Davis, aka Prowler. It was just a great Spider-Man movie. I love Tom Holland as the MCU Spider-Man. So my rankings now: comedy, I'm gonna give it dank. Drama, mids. Action, dank. Horror, mids. And that was my run through and review of today's movie. Please hit the like, subscribe, and comment down below on what you would like me to review next. For now, smoke you later.